Hey everyone, this is Shelby Moore with On the Move Charlotte. We are continuing our vendor video series. Today we have Michelle Heller with Heller Design and Space Planning. Hey
Hello.
Michelle.
Hi, how are you? How is
Hi,
everybody?
thanks for asking. So if you guys have seen our videos, you know the way they work, that we use her personally. We actually just used her on a house that we're about to list. The clients, Chris and Juanita, were raving about her. So we know her personally, but we like to pretend like we don't so she can give us more information so you guys can know about her. So Michelle, please tell us about your company.
Well, I have Heller Designs and Space Planning, and I have been in business for about 15 years. I started working prior to that, but that time frame is when I actually had the business license and was, really started practicing and charging, not doing the free advice anymore. But that 15 years, I lived in Chantilly. My first job was taking off the roof of a house, adding a whole second story, configuring where the stairs go, just the whole working plan of the home itself. So I do space planning and I do interior design. So the interior design part is more of what I like to say is the pretty part, the aesthetics, always keeping in mind the function. My favorite thing is actually more on the construction side, which is the space planning part, reconfiguring spaces, getting the best use out of, the square foot of the home. To me, it's a big puzzle. So, and it's just making sure that it's conducive to your lifestyle, and everybody's lifestyle is completely different and it's forever changing, especially if you've got children, that growth pattern, and just trying to figure out they're two today, but they're going to be, teenagers soon. And how does the whole family then grow within that space? So I do floor plans whenever it's space planning. Floor plans are the views that if you take the roof off and you're looking straight down onto the home. And then once we come up with a concise floor plan, then I can do elevations depending on which room it is. So for example, if you're looking for kitchen or bathroom remodel, then you will need elevations. And that's like standing in front of the wall and looking at it, visioning yourself in that space. If we're doing some furniture placement for a living room, you may not need those elevations because then it's not something that somebody's going to come in and build.
So, and that you gave a lot of information. I'm just like, as you're talking, remembering all the work that you've done. Michelle is somebody that every week I ask our agents, hey, who did you refer out? And you are a consistent one about all the work that you do. And everybody's just so pleased and amazed with the work that you provide. Is there anything that if somebody's thinking about doing this process, if they're like on the edge of like why to do it or not, or if there's like some tips of just about your experience that you could kind of share?
Everybody's why is different. If you're doing it to list your home, then there are definite reasons that you would want to do it. It could be that you need a few updates in the kitchen just to make it memorable and marketable. Neutralizing color palettes. So with the design process, I can also do color analysis, which is just coming in and kind of toning everything, neutralizing it so it appeals to all customers so that they can then see their items in the home. So sometimes it's a fine line of, we have our home, we love it, we're teetering, do we list it, do we keep it, that sort of thing. Do we go all out on a kitchen and make it ours, or do we list it and move to a bigger place? And
love or list it, HGTV.
Yeah. It really is. And especially, better than anybody in today's market, it's a big decision.
Yes.
Do we keep it? Do we keep building our value? Do we nix that and go somewhere else? And so it's a lot to ponder, but a lot of times
refinance your house and spatial plan your house or sell.
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot to consider, especially if you're doing kitchens and baths, because those are your pricier rooms to do. So you've got to weigh your options. And sometimes I'll do kitchen plans as if the homeowner is going to stay there. They can get those priced and see financially if it's better to stay or then move.
Right.
And if they decide to move, then they can then pass those plans on to whomever purchases their home.
And so if it's okay with you, I'm going to share the screen just about your website. I think it's really awesome to see kind of the projects that Michelle does. You can go onto her website. She's got her Facebook, but you can see the work that she's done, some of her projects, kind of telling you about things that she's just described about what she does. So definitely check that out. I needed that visual representation when I first was talking with Michelle to be like, okay, give me a picture about what it is. So Michelle, if this is something that they're thinking about, how do they contact you? How do they find out more?
Well, they can definitely visit my website, which is hellerdesignsandSpacePlanning.com. I am on Facebook. I have more current pictures on my business site. For me, that's just easier to manage day to day. And they can also reach me by phone, which my number is listed on the website as well.
Okay, great. Well, thanks so much for your time, Michelle. And I love all the information that you gave us and all the work that you do for us.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.